Mr. Otero?
Yes.
Jessica Prescott with ICSC.
That's good. Nice
Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Do you mind if I take a seat?
Go for it.
Thank you so much. And do you happen to have your business card on you today? Great. I wanted to have it handy. I'm meeting with some friends later today in Weston. I want to have your salon information on hand.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
so
Yeah, spread the word.
I know we set aside time for 20 minutes today. Does that still work for you?
It does. Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad to hear it. And again, thank you for taking the time to sit down with me today. And I saw on your website you were recently named one of Aveda's fastest growing salons. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks.
And how do you feel about that accomplishment?
We're proud of that. So that's what we're in business for, is to grow.
Of course. And today I sat down actually with Raphael, or on the phone with Raphael, and he has just told me so many positive things about your business, and I'm excited to see what's made you so successful. And when we spoke earlier, you said the three most important words in business to me: return on investment. And I knew we were going to have a great conversation today.
Right.
What do those three words mean to you?
Real quick, Jessica, are you usually an hour late to all your appointments?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Could you please clarify the time that you had written down?
Yeah, I was down for 11 o'clock.
I am so sorry. That is completely my fault. I had down 12 o'clock. And again, that has never happened to me before, and it will not happen again in the future.
Okay.
Do you mind moving forward with this meeting? Do you still have the 20 minutes?
Yeah, but we got a strict 20.
Okay. I'll make sure that we don't go over at all.
Okay.
Thank you so much for letting me know. Now, I brought along a roadmap for our meeting today to keep us on track.
Okay.
And this roadmap is going to guide me through your decision process, the current client experience, a short Neil TSP overview of just 3 numbers, and then together you and I will make a decision if taking the next step with salon makes sense for you. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay, I'm glad to hear it. Now, before we get started, I know you play a really important role as a business owner in this decision. Is there anyone else that we should include moving forward?
No.
Okay.
Just me.
Okay, just you. And if salon biz were to be a great fit for you, Mr. Otero, would you rather implement sooner rather than later?
If it's a great fit, yeah.
Okay. If it's a sooner, why wait?
Yeah.
All right. And what is most important to you when partnering with a business like ours?
Well, like you mentioned, ROI.
ROI.
It needs to make me some money.
Okay. And what goals have you set for the upcoming couple of months with your salon?
Well, I mean, we have been growing extremely well, and we need to keep that pace going because we're not where we want to be, not yet.
Okay. And what do you think is holding you back from getting to where you want to be?
We just there's a couple processes that can be cleaned up.
Processes that can be cleaned up. Are you currently using a CRM system?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, tell me a little bit more about that system.
So it's not anything fancy. Actually, my nephew developed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's pretty basic. We just we needed something that will really track our appointments for us.
Okay. And do you have 8 service providers currently?
I've got 8 stylists.
8 stylists. How many service providers do you have?
So 8 stylists. I've got 4 nail techs.
Okay.
4 color specialists.
Okay.
And then we've got, including myself, another 5 just kind of staff.
Staff. Okay, but total 16 service providers.
Right.
Okay, that's important. So I just want to make sure I have a note of that. So let's use this wheel to facilitate the next steps in our conversation.
Okay.
Tell me how a client does book an appointment with you using that system you briefly mentioned.
So usually the client will book with either the stylist that
Okay.
they're seeing, or the service provider they're seeing. For the most part, if not, they'll book with our front house.
Okay, and are they able to book online, or is this done over the phone?
I mean, it's mostly done over the phone.
Done over the phone.
Yeah.
And have you run into any problems while using this method?
Yeah, there's some hiccups.
Okay, well tell me more about those hiccups.
So, the system we have right now, say I have a client who wants to come in and get multiple services done.
Okay.
They can't, like I have to book each one of those services separately, and it can't be for the same time slot. So say they want to get, 3 things done, which would really, in reality, take me maybe an hour to do, take us an hour to do. I'm having to book 3 different slots, so they've got 3 hours on the books.
Wow, so during that 3 hours, if you finish that client in just 1 hour,
Right.
there's 2 leftover hours where your stylist isn't able to be productive.
Right.
Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Well, how much money do you think they're losing in that 2 hours?
Well, it's a potential two appointments coming
And
in.
how much is one appointment worth?
We're averaging around 65
$65
per service.
So that's $130 in that 2 hours that you're missing out on as a business owner, but your stylist is missing out on things as well.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you think that makes them feel?
They're probably not happy about not giving them enough money.
No. And can you tell me how often this happens in a month?
I'm not sure. It's probably, a couple of times a week per stylist.
Okay, so
yeah,
16, if you have 8 stylists,
yeah.
Couple times a week, that's 16 times a week, so $2,000 a week, and that's not even at a month. That's $8,000 a month. Did you know that was how much money you were losing with this problem?
Not.
Okay, well, I'll definitely write that number down for us to reference again later. Now, moving on to retail sales, let's say it's the end of the appointment and your client is checking out.
Yeah.
How often do they purchase retail following that appointment?
I don't know exactly the exact numbers.
Okay. Well, do you have a?
Right.
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
I was just saying we do all right with the product sales. It could be improved.
Okay. And do you have a strategy in place to drive your retail sales?
Aside from having my stylist, push the product that could best serve our clients, nothing really predetermined and planned, that kind of thing.
Okay, well, on average, what we see in our industry with a well-managed Avita salon of your size is about $10,000 per month in revenues.
Really?
How does your salon measure up to that number?
10,000 really.
Yes.
Like 52.
5,200.
Yeah.
Okay. So you would agree that there's an opportunity for about an extra $5,000.
If that's what's average, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now, moving forward, let's say the client goes to purchase the product and it's not on the shelf. Is this something that you experience often?
Used to be.
Used to be.
Yeah, now I buy everything in bulk.
Okay, you buy everything in bulk.
Yeah.
And so you haven't experienced any issues where you're having a stock out or you're having trouble tracking that inventory to make sure it's available for customers?
No.
Okay.
No, like I said, we had to start buying in bulk just to solve that problem. So.
Okay, well, is that costing you extra when you're buying in bulk?
It's not really, I wouldn't say it's costing extra. We're just, we have to keep everything on hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, another thing that I wanted to talk about, let's say it's the end of the day. All of the clients have left for the day, and they're sitting at your desk, so you're probably thinking about a couple of different things. Do you have a way of measuring how stylists match up against each other in comparison for rebooking appointments and selling retail?
No, I've never really thought about something like that.
Okay, so reporting. Do you do any types of reporting as an owner?
That's something I'm actually trying to work on.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about why you're trying to work on that.
So with the reports, I'm trying to figure out a way I can track, for instance, how much revenue a particular stylist is bringing in.
Okay.
And like how much revenue a particular product is bringing in.
Okay.
So I can know those exact figures.
And that's really going to help you so you can have that product always on hand and train your stylist to sell that particular product. Would you agree?
Yeah, it's more just kind of knowing so I can do some reports.
Okay, so something that you want to know for yourself.
Yeah.
And so you're not doing any types of that reporting right now, or are you doing it manually?
Trying to, but failing.
But failing. Yeah. Is it taking too much time?
Just it's so many numbers to input, and we don't have anything to track it right now.
Of course, and that's very difficult as you have many things to manage as a busy, successful salon owner.
Yeah, not enough time in the day.
Exactly. So I left this last part of our wheel blank. And I know we've talked a lot about appointment booking, retail sales, and reporting. Is there anything else that I may have missed, as I know your salon is unique?
Well, I guess, so with the retail sales, you're doing tracking on those, right? So is there a way for me to tell like what products are selling, like what are my hot products are selling, what products are selling the most?
Sure, so tell me more about why you're asking that question.
Well, I just, so I'm buying in bulk.
Okay.
Everything right now.
Yes.
I'd really like to know what products are selling hot so I can know, all right, maybe I should buy more of this product versus right now it's like a flat order, but everything's.
Okay, so it's focusing on specific products to increase your ROI.
Yeah.
Okay, sure, we can definitely hit on that in our presentation.
Okay.
Now, we've talked about, again, a couple of different things. So if I could show you a solution that's going to give you your time back and pull amazing reports for you to review, a solution that's going to help you drive your retail sales an extra $5,000 a month, and a solution that's going to help you avoid that 3-hour process of booking.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to hear me out?
Yeah, I'd be willing.
Okay, I'm glad to hear it. What I'd like to do first, before we get a little bit more into the product, is talk about the company Neil TSP that I'm so passionate about. And I'm going to do so in just 3 numbers. The number 65 represents the number of years that we've been in the salon industry specifically.
Really?
The number 27 represents the number of years that we've been making salon software for salons and spas. And we've been doing this for 27 years because we know that we have the insights to provide owners with the opportunity to grow and increase their revenues and their return on their investment in salon biz. We've been rated number 1 by Salon Today's top 200 salons.
Really?
Wouldn't you agree those numbers are pretty impressive?
Yeah, that number 1's a pretty figure.
Sure, and I don't want the numbers, although they do speak for themselves,
Yeah.
I'd like to put a name behind all these numbers. So I'm going to write down Mary Hernandez. I've been doing business with Mary for about a year. And I have Mary's business card with me, and I also have a testimonial. So I'm going to put these over to the side for you to review following our meeting. And she's an open book. We've been able to help her so much that I encourage you to reach out to her and to hear a little bit more from her about how we've been able to help her in these different areas.
Okay.
So again, I want to show you a little bit more about what we can do with this product so you can see for yourself.
Alright.
And I brought along my laptop. Do you mind?
Yeah. Now we use all iPads.
Oh, okay. So are you concerned with showing the presentation on a laptop?
I just want to make sure. Like I know some softwares they don't sync well with Macs and iPads.
Yes. Okay. So our software is actually very adaptable for a tablet, and we encourage the use of tablets at the chair so that the stylist is able to rebook their customer from the chair and upsell retail from the chair. So we encourage the use of tablets.
Okay.
Do you feel comfortable moving forward on here though?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, great. So I want to show you let's book an appointment together. What we're going to do is I'm going to have you click create reservation.
Okay.
Once we do so, we're going to be able to choose a client. So we'll just pick Scarlett Johansson. And then for service, we can choose a couple of different things. And this list is so long. And on this list, you're able to choose multiple services. So let's say a 90-minute massage, but let's say in addition to a massage, she wants a straightening treatment. And once we add this, it's going to automatically boost the amount of time that we need to match what we were doing before and this. So when it's on the books, it's one complete appointment.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Do you think that that's going to make a big difference in your books?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
especially because we mentioned that right now you're losing $8,320 a month. That's not even in a year. So can we go ahead and check this appointment booking off?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, great. So moving into retail sales, you mentioned that finding a specific product and making sure that that's the hot product and that's what we're upselling is important to you.
Yep.
So I want to show you how exactly we upsell a product.
Okay.
I mentioned that from the tablet tool, you can recommend products from the chair. Again, if they're using a certain type of conditioner in the client's hair, they can automatically add it to the client's bill.
I like that.
But another way we do that, when they're checking out, when Scarlett is checking out of her appointment, we'll come to till, and this is where your receptionist would come to run up the final bill.
Right.
And these are all of our open tills right now. So Johnny Depp is leaving our salon. And over here it lists the recommendations. And this is a huge opportunity for your receptionist to upsell the products that we use on a client's hair that day.
All right.
Do you think this is going to make a difference in the revenues that we're bringing in each month when it comes to retail?
I don't see why not.
Something else special that I wanted to know is something customizable for your salon. This is a performance board. This is where all of your stylists can see how they're doing in comparison to others when it comes to retail sales. So let's say we have stylist A right here who's doing the best at retail sales, and stylist B who's right here. This is just a visual way to encourage stylists, who are visual people, to do better than the person in front of them with retail sales.
Huh. Okay.
Do you think this is something that would motivate your receptionists and your stylists?
It has some potential.
Exactly. So can we put a check right here by retail sales?
Sure.
Great. Moving forward into inventory, I'm going to show you where we can manage our inventory and how we can pull reports on our inventory to see which products are doing the best. So we're going to come up to here. I want you to click here and see the full menu. See all of the different options we have? Okay, so we're going to move into reports next.
Okay.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to move into stock. So once you click this full arrow, it's going to give a product sales summary. This is the best report for you to use to see which products are selling the most.
Wow. Okay.
And this is going to be something really incredible that's going to help you drive those sales through the roof. But something else we talked about was time. If you're spending a lot of time pulling these numbers, it's going to take away from your ability to be the best owner there is. So these reports are a way to give you an advantage as an owner and give you back your time.
Okay.
There's other options here. You can do stock adjustment summary. You can do stock value by category. So if we want to know which conditioner is doing the best, there's an option there for that as well.
Okay.
Is that something that seems of value to you?
Uh-huh.
Okay, great. Would you agree that it's going to give you back that time?
Yeah.
Great. I'm glad to hear that. So can we put another check right here on our specific product section?
Sure.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, Mr. Otero, we've discussed a couple of different regions today on my wheel.
Mm-hmm.
What we found is that your return on investing in SalonBiz is going to give you $8,000 in addition to $5,000. I'm going to add this up for you. So we're up to $13,000.
Yeah.
And we're going to give you back some time. Now, the good news is with only 16 service providers, the cost of purchasing SalonBiz is only going to be $249 per month.
See, most of the software I get, I'll go to Costco.
Sure.
And I'll pay for it. You know what I mean? It's a couple $100 and I own it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't know, the monthly payments just doesn't seem fair to me.
Okay, tell me why it doesn't seem fair.
Well, I mean, it's, I guess it's like I don't see why I should have to pay. Why don't I just own it? I can't just buy the software and own it.
Okay, so how our business works is you're signing a year contract, and this is your software for your year. You sign a contract, it's yours to customize.
Okay.
And we are here to be your support system, and we're able to help you make it your own and customize it to your salon. Does that make sense? Does that make it feel like it's more of your own creation?
Yeah.
Okay, well, is there anything else stopping us from taking the next step with SalonBiz?
I guess what's the next step?
Well, the next step would be next week I would come in and I would help facilitate a half-day training where we go through the product and explain to your stylist how it works, and then we would implement SalonBiz so that you're able to see these results almost immediately. How does that sound?
I'd like to, if we could, I'd like to maybe, is there any way we could just try it out?
Okay, so tell me what's stopping you from taking the full step to implementing it as a whole.
I just, these numbers all look great. I just want to make sure before I make some significant investments that it does what it says it will do.
Okay, well, you know what? I completely understand that concern, and I'm glad that you brought that to my attention. Again, I think Mary can clear up a lot of those concerns for you. And if you're still experiencing some hesitation, we have a free 30-day trial.
Okay.
Is that something of interest to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so how would you feel if I came in next week and implemented the free 30-day trial?
Let's do it.
Okay, well, what's the best day for you? Monday, Tuesday?
Mondays are good.
Mondays are good.
Mornings, yeah.
And what time works for you?
We do 9 o'clock.
Great. Now on the back of here, I just have an agreement saying that you agree that we can implement the software on your computer for the free 30 days. Would you mind signing right there?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Now I'm going to take a picture of our notes today so that you have these on hand.
Okay.
Wherever my phone went. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to take a picture of our notes today to keep on file for myself, and I'm going to leave them with you as well as the testimonial from Mary. And I know that we had a great meeting today, and you sound really excited about SalonBiz, so I was hoping that if you didn't mind giving Raphael a call. I know you guys are very close, and he's also looking into SalonBiz. Just letting him know how our meeting went today.
Yeah, I was planning on doing that anyways, but yeah.
Thank you so much. Mr. Otero, it's been a pleasure.
Oh, my pleasure.
Thank you.
What was your time?
1948.
Dang, check you out. Nicely done.
Thank you. I was really nervous.
You didn't seem it. You did a really good job.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I really like your visual there.
Oh, thank you.
Checking each one.
Hey, Nicole. This is me.